And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, rock cod Rick Maxa, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. Boy, do we have an exciting show for you today. We are live at the beautiful El Cid Marina Resorts here in Mazatlan, Mexico, with the Sport Fishing Association of California and a panel of awesome guests. We're going to have such a great time today. We've got Ken Franke, Tim Ekstrom, Juan Aceredo. We've got Geronimo. We've got so much great stuff going on today. Cannot wait to share so much great information, excitement, and we're live here in beautiful Mazatlan, Mexico. We got a whole lot of great Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be number one. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more. All at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
There's a new kid in town, and they are creating near miracles on boats all over the Southland. It's Blue Seas Fabrication, the West Coast first and only certified SeaDeck fabricator and installer. Install SeaDeck EVA from non-skid decking materials on your boat, sport fisher, or yacht, and your boating experience is enhanced and improved. Why? Well, first, SeaDeck from Blue Seas Fabrication enriches the look of any boat, old or new. Next, the SeaDeck non-skid decking material adds comfort, convenience, safety, and value. The possibilities are endless. Let the experts from Blue Seas Fabrication show you how SeaDeck will make your life easier and better on every trip. Their professional staff will custom fit your deck, bridge, and interior with the stylish, non-absorbent, stain-resistant, and easy-to-clean material in multiple textures, designs, and colors. SeaDeck offers comfort and anti-fatigue properties for those long days of fishing. It can also be used on kayaks, boat trailers, and more. See for yourself. Check BlueSeasFabrication.com to see how SeaDeck can transform your watercraft and truly create a wow factor for the next time you head out. Call them at 858-232-4188 for more information and a free quote. Check BlueSeasFabrication.com and enhance your fishing experience.
It's time for our Power Pro 30-second seminar, and I tell you what, with Power Pro, what I like about it is the knot strength. You tie a knot with Power Pro, whether it be a John Collins knot, an Albright knot, back-to-back uni, they hold and work with Power Pro.
Yeah, the line is just not stiff. It's the perfect amount of round. It has good abrasion resistance, and it's just easier for connections than other types of line out there.
Indeed. Power Pro at your favorite tackle store, or check out PowerPro.com.
A few years ago, Shimano introduced the Tranx 500 reel, and it changed the way we cast for big fish. Now, by popular demand, Shimano has created two new sizes, introducing the Tranx 300 and 400, available now at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx is the dream reel for throwing big baits and catching big fish. X-Ship and HEG technologies combine to provide massive cranking power with a smooth, effortless retrieve. Plus, Shimano's new Core Protect water-resistant technology provides long-lasting durability in the harshest environment. The new Tranx 300 and 400 are available in 2 gear ratios and 2 different handle designs to cover all fresh and saltwater applications. See the new Tranx 300 and 400 at your local Shimano dealer. Tranx, it's not just a new reel, it's a way to fish. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Boy, we're having a fantastic time here in beautiful Mazatlan, Mexico at the El Cid Resorts and Marina. And Pete, boy, I sure wish you were up here with us, buddy.
Yeah, I wish I was there, too. I know exactly where you're sitting because I've sat in that spot before, and it's such a great place and a great time, and I'm sure you and the group from Sport Fishing Association are being well treated by Geronimo and his staff there at the El Cid.
That would be yes.
I'll tell you, I know that I got to enjoy the broadcast when you've been down here before, and you get a feel for it. But as you know, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful setting, and you can't really get a good grip of the experience until you're down here to see it yourself. I mean, it's just fantastic. The marina is so well appointed, and we're right on the water. Palm trees are swaying, and all the beautiful boats inside the El Cid Marina are here. And you're right. I mean, it is hospitality at its absolute first class. It is fantastic down here at El Cid.
How's the weather?
You know something, Pete? It's absolutely gorgeous. It's been flat, marlin hanging, tuna here, just absolutely phenomenal. About probably 80 degrees, 78 to 80.
I was going to say, I think the low was 72. And
all right, well, it sounds well. There we're back.
But, yeah, we're having a fantastic time. And Ken and Kenya have done just an awesome job of getting everything set up here. Sport Fishing Association of California, as well as Tim Ekstrom is here with us from the Royal Star, and just kind of finding out all this great stuff about Mexico. And it's just been a very, very fun opportunity to come down and experience this. And Mazatlan has a very serious fishing history, and this is where it happens, right, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have the local experts here. We have Juan Aceredo, who's from the Sinaloa Sport Fishing Association. And for the listeners out
there, all right,
we're reaching out to the communities in Cabo San Lucas and Mazatlan and Ensenada, and we basically engage the local fishermen and try and find venues and places that will interest all the listeners out there so that they visit in the future. So we also have Geronimo, who's in charge of the El Cid and the Aries fleet here. And, gentlemen, good morning. Juan, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me, and say hello to Pete.
Juan,
we miss you.
Mi amigo.
We miss you, my friend.
Juan,
how are you? Everything
I'm doing much better, thank you. I wish I could be there, but my doctor said no international travel for a little bit. So, I'm
okay.
But the good news is for you, Juan, is my good buddy and partner Rock Cod Rick you're well.
No,
great hands there.
I know him.
I'm so
very well.
So thrilled that he's having the opportunity to kind of see what's going on down there, because it is such a great
You can stay there. Let us Rick here with us.
Hey, I'm all over that, but once in a while you're going to have to put up with me, Juan.
Oh, perfect. Anyway, you are in a beautiful city. San Diego and Mazatlan are joined together right now with this situation that's been developed here with the Sport Fishing Association and everything. Thanks God for your audience, because they're coming to Mazatlan, visiting all the Sea of Cortez. That's incredible, the job that you are doing with us.
We appreciate that, Juan. And for the listeners, we exchange memberships. So we're members of the Sinaloa Sport Fishing Association now, and they're members of the Sport Fishing Association of California. A very respectful relationship and something that's helping everybody. And also we have our expert, Geronimo. Good morning, Geronimo.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
Hey, Geronimo. I miss seeing your smiling face there and that beautiful scenery that you guys are having there. And just to let you know, we have our great engineer, Rick, down there with the guys down there, and I know we're having some issues with the whatever line we're connected there, so we're having some issues with keeping connected there, but I believe we're Adam, will you back with them? All right. And we're back.
Yeah, it sounds like we're working all right, Pete.
Yeah.
Well, things certainly sound great on this end, and yeah, like you said, I mean, I know Pete said right off the bat how excited he was that Geronimo was going to be with us, and he was one of the first people that he said, wait till you see this guy, such a big personality. And as soon as the first stop when we came down, just right when we walked into the El Cid was Geronimo, and
Everybody, we got very good fishing, Pete. You're going to hear that. You're going to hear it pretty soon.
So tell us about that right now, Geronimo. When I walked down the dock yesterday morning, there were marlin hanging, and this place was buzzing. So what's going on with the local fishing conditions?
Well, just yesterday we had the Aries 9. He released 9 fish.
No
But
kidding.
we had another boat that had 20 strikes. So right now it's pretty wide open on striped marlin. You know,
That's fantastic.
It's very good. We have about a week that it's just been awesome, and it's getting better and better every day. So there is a lot of marlin around and a lot of tuna. Not very big ones, but a lot of tuna also. You know, there's a boat that they caught about 25 a couple of days ago. You know, so it's getting very good. The fishing is excellent right now.
I've noticed, too, that there's a lot of different opportunities. You know, we've got a view of the marina here, and boats of all sizes and styles out here, from well-equipped pongas to cruisers to luxury cruisers. I mean, there's a lot of different options for fishing here in El Cid.
Yeah, we have a population of sport fishing boats. We have about 120 between super pangas and cruisers. So we have all kinds of boats, very good equipment. You know, in Mazatlan we have 2 marinas that we have about 900 slips with full service. So if somebody wants to bring the boat, if somebody wants to come and do some fishing, we have everything they need.
That's awesome. One thing I got to mention is we came down here for the people in California especially. It is so easy to get down here. We go through a pedestrian crossing in Tijuana. It's an hour and 50-minute flight here. And I have to say, honestly, the cost of visiting Mazatlan is way less than most areas that I visited. I mean, it's been really, really nice.
That's what blew me away the most. I've never had the one short opportunity of visiting Mazatlan before, but I just didn't realize, one, how inexpensive, and two, how easy it is to travel. I mean, from anywhere in the States, but particularly where we did from San Diego, we did a flight out of Tijuana, and I mean, that with that CBX border crossing, it's seamless and extremely inexpensive. And then once you're here, people are super friendly and welcome. It's a very clean area. It's just awesome. I just really, really want to stress that point at how easy it is to travel here to Mazatlan.
And the other thing,
you can
too,
get a plane
Rick,
ticket for $100.
I might add, too, is that there's nonstop flights on Alaska Airlines out of Los Angeles for those of our listeners in Orange County and Los Angeles. Nonstop every day on Alaska Airlines out of LAX, and so it's an easy place to get to, and like you say, Rick, and Ken, it's so affordable. I think it's one of Mexico's best-kept vacation secrets.
Agreed.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I don't think it's a secret anymore. It's not going to be after we get through it, and rightly so. I'm the same way as Rick. This is my first visit to Mazatlan, and I just cannot believe, number one, the hospitality of the people here. Not just here at El Cid, but we had an opportunity to visit Emerald Bay yesterday, and then just taking a few tours through the town, both in the taxi cab and getting out and walking. It's just it's everybody here just exudes a lot of enthusiasm to welcome tourists and on the fishing front. My God, what a beautiful setting, and it's the ease of being able to stay here at El Cid and walk right down the dock to the fishing fleet that's, it's steps away from your hotel room. It's really convenient. And I think that an angler could come down here and working with you guys can arrange their fishing so if everything's arranged in advance, you don't have to walk the docks and try to find a boat to fish with. It makes it very convenient.
Easy, very convenient. We also do some tournaments. We get some big groups and everything is here, so it's very, very convenient for the groups, to come and enjoy. We do a lot of fly fishing also, on the sailfish season. Pretty soon we get a lot of fishermen that they bring the fly, and all our crews they have seminars that they have been giving, and they know how to do the fly fishing for the anglers.
I like also what we were talking about yesterday with the fact that you have that variety fishing. You can go out one day and fish for tuna or fish for marlin, sailfish, and then the next day you can return inshore and target the snook or the pargo around the structure. It makes for a more well-rounded vacation experience. You can come down here and stay at the hotel and do 2 or 3 different kinds of fishing.
Black bass too. We have a dam 45 minutes from here. Fishing.
That's right.
Fishing,
for the freshwater fishing as well.
It's only 40 minutes from here. You get on the best bass fishing
in the world.
Yeah, El Salto. It's very good.
And one thing I got to mention, Geronimo, compliment, just for everybody out there. When Tim and I are down here in the morning watching the boats leave, the crew members are in uniforms. I mean, the quality of the boats was top notch.
Yeah.
The equipment was top notch. For me, as seeing the crew in uniform shirts and tan shorts was so impressive, and the professionalism of the guys, it makes it very comfortable to like turn your kids loose and say, hey, you're going to get to go fishing today or what have you. And the whole community down here has just been very, very receptive to our visit. And, I always hear from people about, oh, well, what about the safety? Folks, we went all over Mazatlan, and the only thing you got to worry about is a suntan.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and I couldn't agree with you more. Everything is so clean. There's definitely, when you come down here to go fishing, there's everything on such a level of professionalism. There's not a feeling of a bait and switch. I'm not going to get the boat I want or things like that. I mean, it's very transparent, very easy, very very well done. It's awesome down here.
And you can bring your family too. They can stay here in a spa and to have a lot of fun in the Malecon and in the downtown and everything.
It's awesome.
Yeah, one thing I want to mention on the SAC website, it's californiasportfishing.org. So at each one of these ports, we'll typically have 1 or 2 hotel facilities with marinas, with boats. What we're trying to do is make it easy for the public to go where we go. And so here at the El Cid and as well the Pueblo Bonito hotels, we found these to be very appealing. They've got top quality boats. It's just a nice place where you can put together a package where you fly down here, hop to the hotel, jump on a boat, jump on a pool, but we've been there first. So I highly encourage people, visit californiasportfishing.org, and then you can take a look at all the different places we've been and go have some fun.
And that's kind of the idea behind it, is you wanted to create an easy guide where you knew, these are all places that you've been, these people that you work with, members of the Sport Fishing Association of California. Basically, you kind of did the legwork for us. We can just hop on the website, find out, okay, this is a legitimate fleet, very well run, like you said, very clean, very safe.
Absolutely. The other thing that's on the website now also is just the permit process, et cetera, and we'll talk a little bit later about them, but it's one-stop shopping. It's what are you supposed to do? If you want to bring your own yacht, your own boat down here, even a trailerable boat, this is how to do it, and do it right.
Yeah.
And takes the mystery out of it and makes it really comfortable for you to do.
You and Kenya and Elena and everybody at Sport Fishing Association have done such a good job with it. And, we get the calls inside the tackle store, fishermen's hunting all the time. Hey, I want to go to Mexico. Not exactly sure on what the appropriate process, what the appropriate paperwork to do to take my boat, whether it be I want to go to the Coronel Islands or I want to bring my, my big boat all the way down here to Mazatlan. And that's where I refer everybody. And the website again, Ken, is?
It's californiasportfishing.org. Real simple.
It's the best laid out descriptions of the process there is. If you're not sure about, and like I said, we'll go over all what exactly you need, what an FMM is, how do I attain it, how do I get the temporary importation permit. All the things are spelt out, very easy to follow, very easy terms, all done in English. And once you read through, okay, this is what you need, this is what it is. Click here to purchase, and boom, you one button links right to it. All the information, you punch everything in. Click here, this is how you pay for it, and then everything shows up to you. It's fantastic.
And I might add too, I'd like to add too there, Ken, that this is a service that you're doing to people with their own recreational boats. It's not something that SAC's responsible for. SAC is the Sport Fishing Association of California, representing the boats in the passenger carrying sport fishing boats like the Royal Star with Tim Ekstrom. Those are the boats that you represent, and you're doing this as a special service to private boaters, correct?
Correct, well, exactly, Pete. We want to be as user-friendly to the public as possible and, frankly, support Mexico in restoring some of the tourism opportunities.
Absolutely. As we can hear, we have a great show lined up for you today, live from Mazatlan with Rock Cod Rick down there, Ken Franke, Tim Ekstrom, Juan Aceredo, Geronimo Serralos, and a host of other great guests. I know Kenya will get in there, talk about Mexico and all her interactions there. And if you want to join us on the phones, lines are open right now, 877-792-1090, 877-792-1090. Also open is 858-457-1090, 858-457-1090. You want to give us a call, talk to Adam. He'll screen your calls for you. and then put you on through, and you'll talk directly to Mazatlan and the El Cid down there and the group down there. And one lucky caller today is going to go on a SAC boat. They're going to get a 3/4-day trip to go fishing aboard the Liberty out of Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. And I'll tell you what, fishing in San Diego is heating up, and a part of that reason is because we have the privilege of being able to fish in Mexico. Right, Ken?
Yep, absolutely. It's a team effort.
Yeah, no doubt. And like I say, what an awesome opportunity for somebody to win that trip aboard the Liberty. I got a chance to go fishing on the Liberty last week and catch a local bluefin tuna. And the opportunities right now with good fishing so close to home that you could go on a 3/4-day boat. How about this? In San Diego right now, if you're leaving on a 3/4-day trip, you need to be prepared to catch a 100-pound tuna. And somebody's going to get to go do that on board the Liberty, one of our lucky callers at the end of the show today.
It's amazing. It's amazing how this keeps happening. It's the new normal. Bluefin tuna close at hand. I mean, sometimes as close as 5-10 miles. And right now it's about 30, 35, 40 miles. That's where the real thick of it is. So easily accessible on a 3/4-day run, overnight run, day and a half, take advantage of the full day. But they're there, and you get it on the right day. My goodness, there's an incredible opportunity.
Hey, Juan, I have a question about fishing for, as you call them, black bass, but we call them largemouth bass here. Proper name, of course, is black bass. I know you are the man for Sinaloa sport fishing down there. And let's talk about picachos for a second, because we talk a lot about El Salto and the amazing fishery at El Salto. What a lot of people that visit Mazatlan don't understand is that they can go in the morning, they can go catch a marlin, and then go in the afternoon and go catch a black bass or a largemouth bass at picachos, right?
Yes, that's right. We have this dam built 7 years ago. Right now, all the black bass is getting very good size, and the weights are 10, 11, 12 pounds. And it's easy to go, easy to come back. You can stay here in the Hotel Marina, and then from here in the morning or in the afternoon you can get that trip back, or you can stay in Picachos. They have more or less 40 cabins that you can stay there. They have a very good services, and you can make the arrangements here in the Marina also.
And Pete, you bring up a good point. El Salto is got that billboard name that people know about, but Picachos is probably the best fishing for numbers and for quality. You know, and El Salto, certainly it's popular for a reason. It's a fantastic fishery with giant fish. But Picachos not only has opportunities at catching big fish, but the numbers fishing it certainly could be. It could be the best in the entire world.
They're talking about 100 fish a trip or something like that. You know, there's a lot of fish. Most of the fish are 6 to 7 pounds, but there's big numbers out there, Tim.
And exciting, top water type fishing.
The coolest part about Picachos, you pick the way that you want to catch them. Top water, frogs, poppers. You want to catch them on worms, you want to catch them on crankbaits. You decide the technique you want to use, and just you get to go whale away. It's so good.
And the place is gorgeous. Really, the Sierra Escenari is incredible, and the little towns that you cross in the way to go is just to make a trip, you know, that values a lot.
Hey, Juan, what was the name of that little town that we had breakfast in that was so cool? Is that on the way to Picachos?
El Quelite, no. Yes, it's in the way, but it's in the same 15 road, and it's incredible. That place also is El Quelite. Quelite is a senior town that we built during these last 20 years, and we have a splendid, you know, kind of restaurants and meals and everything.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah, one thing you can go bass fishing in the morning and then be tuna fishing and marlin fishing in the afternoon here, because the marlin and tuna are within 20 miles of the harbor entrance. It's pretty amazing.
And bottom fishing sometimes here in Mazatlan is incredible because we have a lot of wrecks around the marina, and in 5 miles from here you can get a good snook, 12-pounders, something like that. No, you big cool. Sea bass and a lot of fish. I got a grouper, 140-pounder here in front of the marina.
That's so cool. And again, think about all that. All that fishing opportunity, again, like we said, so incredibly affordable to get down to. The El Cid Marina is beautiful, and all of this is literally, it's minutes away.
Yeah, we're doing our first snook tournament pretty soon, Pete. So you're more than invited if you want to come. October 12th. Don't forget. October 12th, okay?
Now, what's the best way to fish for these snook, Geronimo?
You know what we're doing right now? We're fishing we found the wrecks, you know. Most of them are shrimp boats that they're sunk. And we use the live shrimp. You know, we go, we find the wreck, we see in the sonar the fish right on top of the wreck, and we throw the live shrimp right away.
Now, what kind of size is on this shrimp? What kind of size?
Well, we're getting 20 pounders, 18, 16, all kind big fish.
And also for surf fishing, also here around, just pretty close of here, you can get rooster fish, you can get snook, sea bass, and toros, you know, the Jack Crevalles. We have a lot of Jack Crevalles around the area.
And I was talking with Geronimo about the sword fishing also outside.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't fish for swordfish, you know. We take the normal tourists that we're gonna get some fish for them, but we got a couple of boats this year that they came from Los Cabos, and they fish with the lights and everything right on the bottom, and they got very successful. They got a couple of, you know, they stay only a couple of days in here, and they got a couple of swordfish this year. So. And I remember years ago reading about the fishery down here for swordfish. For a while, it was very popular, and it just kind of went by the wayside. Not because the fish aren't here; the fish are still here. It's just. But it's a different kind of fishery, and I know there's a lot of anglers out there. It's kind of on their bucket list to catch a swordfish. So this is a great opportunity to come here and do that also. Yeah, we don't really fish for them, Tim. But I bet if you go and get the right equipment and wait and put the baits on the bottom, you will get some fish out there.
I just once get one a 240 pounder. With Geronimo here in front of Mazatlan.
Wow.
Awesome. Does that sound good to you, Pete?
Well, yeah, that sounds really great. And I'll tell you what, if you want to join and talk in the conversation, you have questions about fishing in Mexico, fishing in Mazatlan, these are the guys that know. These are the guys that run the fleet. Geronimo runs the Aries fleet right there out his front door at El Cid Marina, which is a beautiful marina right there in central Mazatlan. And of course, Juan Acevedo, head of the Sinaloa Sport Fishing Group that kind of knows all about that area. 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. You can get through right now and ask a question. And when we come back, we're going to get more from Mazatlan, Mexico, with Rock Cod Rick, Ken Franke, and Juan and Geronimo and Tim Ekstrom right there on the marina at El Cid. Stay tuned. Southern California Sport Fishing Voice is Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Are you feeling that itch to get out on the water? Come fishing on the American Angler and reacquaint yourself with some familiar faces and make new friends. Captain owners Brian Kiyohara and Sam Patella take pride in every aspect of the American Angler operation, from their loyal and trusted crew to the sashimi-grade fresh fish you'll take home. It's easy to find a vacation that fits your schedule. We have everything from day and a half to 10-day trips and longer. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. We want you to become a part of the American Angler family.
Rock Cod Rick here for West Coast Marine and Parker Boats. You see them all over Southern California waters. Parker Boats at the launch ramp, the offshore islands. You wake up in the morning on an overnight trip and there they are. Parker Boats of all size fishing in the same area as the sporties. There's a good reason for it: fishability and seaworthiness. Of all the boats out there, my boat partner and I chose to get a brand new 25 Parker center console from Kevin Kelly and the gang at West Coast Marine, and I could not be happier. Wow, what a fishing machine. Parker Marine builds a heavy-duty, industrial-strength boat, probably overbuilt, but that's why so many 4- and 6-pack charters choose to operate Parkers. We thank the guys at Pinnacle Sport Fishing, Season Sport Fishing, One-Man Charters, Black and Blue Sport Fishing for their confidence in Parker boats. Take it from me, if you are ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, and honest deal, you need to see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine, located at 1555 Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check out their inventory and information at westcoastmarine.com.
The season is here. It's time to go fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. The hottest new reel for inshore or offshore fishing is the Shimano Tranx 300 and 400 with 2 gear ratios, power handle or paddle handle. The new Tranx fills the gap for small and powerful level wind reels. Everyone knows how great the Shimano Tranx 500 is, so now you have it all. Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the all-new Tranx models in stock and ready to fish. Visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, or on the web at saltwatertackle.com. Fisherman's Landing is the top choice in local and long-range fishing. Our hard-working crew is always looking for ways to improve your fishing experience. We offer the finest open party trips, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet. Fisherman's Landing is now a full-service sport fishing operation, offering great half-day and now three-quarter-day open party trips. Book online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, three-quarter, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here in the Mighty 1090 studios. Rock Cod Rick is down live at Mazatlan in Mazatlan, Mexico with the Sport Fishing Association of California down there and all the great guys at the Marina El Cid there. I want to mention something here. We got a little special thing for our listeners. Have you signed up for our email list yet? Well, if not, I'm going to have a little incentive for you to do so. Sign up now on the front page of our website, letstalkhookup.com. All new subscribers will be entered to win a Shimano Torium HG reel that we're going to draw for just in a couple weeks on May 14th. By the way, our new email blast and newsletter are great. You get current information on what's coming up on Let's Talk Hookup, as well as current fishing information and more. We don't sell our list. It's only Let's Talk Hookup info. So sign up now on our email list, front page of the website, letstalkhookup.com today, and win a Shimano Torium HG reel. If you want to get through, there's a couple lines open, but they're packing up. 858-457-1090 open right now, and one line open at 877-792-1090. You guys ready to hit the phones?
Well, before we do that, Pete, I do want to say, you mentioned briefly about Juan being the kind of master of all fishing down here. I want to be sure to back that up. Like, I've worked closely with Juan at the tackle store at Fisherman's Landing. This guy doesn't mess around and very much knows his stuff. We, just came in, get tackle, and I would say Juan does everything with the Sinaloa Sport Fishing Association. As you mentioned, from freshwater fishing all the way up to elite class, long-range fishing. I know, Juan, you fished on the Royal Star before, and, everything around here. Juan's the real deal when it comes to the fishing in this part of the world.
Thank you, really, Rick. I'd like to add that Sinaloa State, where is Mazatlan, has a coastline 656 kilometers long. We have marsh areas. We have 12 dams. We have an incredible fishing all over the coastline. Plus, we have an incredible spots like Altata Bay. That's you can bring your own boat if you have your velero, your sailboat, and stay there. We're gonna give to the audience of this program one weekend, 4 days with 2 days of fishing. The first people who calls and say where is Altata exactly, and my friend Fausto Gutierrez, who owns a nice hotel there, is gonna serve to stay with them, fishing, mangrove snapper. They have a snook, but casting like you fish the black bass is the same that you can do all over from all the way from Mochis to Teacapan. The coastline of Sinaloa, you can make a different kind of fishing. That's incredible because that give you the opportunity to make one day, as you say, marlin, the other day black bass, but you can try in the marsh, you can make surf fishing. It's a kind of variety that you can address here in the state.
You talked about that inshore fishing to us yesterday, and that it's just incredible. All in artificial casting, you can basically go through this entire marsh area with heavy bass gear and just stay busy absolutely all day, catching a variety of fish that the inshore has to offer that probably often gets overlooked by a lot of people here.
Yes, and we provide those services all the coastline. They have different lodges that they can provide that kind of fishing.
Wait a minute, Ron, did I hear that you're going to give one of our callers today a trip to El Tata to go stay there and go fishing? Is that right?
How about that, Pete?
Yes,
really?
4 days in the nice hotel, Altata Bay Hotel, and they have a good restaurant. They're going to have a blast of food, plus 2 days of fishing, free. Just the people to ask, to call us and say, I know where is Altata, and it's there.
Oh my! So that's going to be for one of our lucky callers. You're going to give that package away: 3 nights lodging at the lodge and 2 days of fishing, including some dinner and such like that. Am I clear? Am I hearing this clearly from Mazatlan?
Everything is included.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's how much. I was going to say, I know when
all they have to do is get there on the plane. So how do you get to El Tata? You fly into Mazatlan?
Very easy. No, you fly directly to Culiacan. You fly from Tijuana. The prices are great.
Yeah.
They have 5 flights daily from Tijuana, CBX. You get the airport, and from there to Culiacan, Altata is 45 minutes. Sorry, I say that I was expecting somebody to say, where is Altata, but I already said.
You just gave it away.
But like I said, we'll give one away to one of our callers that calls into the show today.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Very, very generous, and what a beautiful opportunity.
Yeah, so all you have to do is go, and we bought tickets to Culiacan out of Tijuana for our El Salto trip. It's like $100 round trip to get to Culiacan from Tijuana. It's unbelievable, right?
Yes, very good prices. They really have very good prices for the flight.
That's like the point that I keep trying to stress is coming down here. It's amazing. It's so affordable. It's so easy to get to, and the fishing opportunities they're endless. I mean, everything that a guy would want to fish for, whether you fish freshwater home, you fish saltwater home, if you're an inshore cow.
So, all right. Well, it sounds like we had a little interruption there. With
any day, it's incredible to get those big snappers. Sometimes the huge snooks inside destroys your gear. It's incredible.
That sounds too good. Well, if you want to get through, line open right now at 858-457-1090. You have a chance not only to go on the Liberty out of Fisherman's Landing, you have a chance to go to El Tata and go fishing with Juan Aceredo, the one and only guy down there. They're gonna put you up in the beautiful hotel and also take you fishing and feed you in the whole shot. And the winner of that trip is Pete Gray. Congratulations, Pete.
You're going to be my guest.
I want to come there so bad, Juan. You've been telling me about that beautiful place, so it's awesome. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and find out what's biting out there in the Baja and mainland Mexico from the Cast Man. Our good friend Cast Man, Richard Castaneda from Cast Tours, and the report sponsored in part by Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Fisherman's Processing is San Diego's finest. That's why they're known as the Fish Pros. Once you find them and you try them, you're hooked. They'll fillet and vacuum pack your fish to your specifications, as well as the best in smoked fish, the best jerky, and their famous tuna burger. Check fishermansprocessing.com for details, or just simply see them when your trip returns. But it's always good to pre-book your orders with Fisherman's Processing. Buenos dias, Casman!
Hey, buenos dias, Pedro. Geronimo, mi amigo. Anyway, hey, Pete, how did you get into Mazatlan? First of all, how did you get into Mazatlan without me knowing? Second of all, why wasn't I invited to go down and partake in this wonderful city one of the first cities that I ever traveled to in my Mexico fishing destinations? This is it's a little upsetting.
Well, I'm in the studio. Ricky's down in Mazatlan enjoying that, so you're going to have to talk to Ricky about that.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll pull Ricky aside and we'll have a little conversation. But, hey, El Tata is where my grandmother was born, and so I've never been there, and I think if anybody deserves to go, it's got to be me, so I can at least see my grandma's birthplace and enjoy some fishing.
I think that's a good idea. I think we should both go, Castman.
All right, Pete. Then you and I will win that trip.
Okay. Well, one of our regular callers will win the trip, and maybe we can talk Juan into taking us down there.
There you go. Anyway, let's get on with the fish report. Right now, two hot spots in Mexico fishing are down at Cancun right now. The El Cid Marina fleet there reporting some really good sailfish action going on. It's that time of year, April, May, and June for the sales down there. Plus, they're getting the white marlin and blackfin tuna and a variety of other fish. So some really good fishing going on down there. And, of course, the other spot, which has always been good and still going on for the tuna, is up at San Jose del Cabo. Boats there, the Ponga fleets are going up into the Sea of Cortez there to the Iman, the San Luis Banks there. Still finding that tuna that seems to hold there year-round. It's really unusual that yellowfin tuna can be there year-round like it is. But fish aren't really big right now. They're getting them about 15 to 40 pounds, probably the biggest. And here again, live sardinas, dead sardinas, cut squid, working real well on them. Striped marlin bite, they're seeing a lot of fish right now. They're just not, on the chew. They're a little shy from taking the baits, but once that happens, once they start eating, look out. There's going to be just a big bunch of striped marlin being caught down there. So anyway, I know you guys are want me to cut this short because of this great program you got going tonight. So that's a report. And talking about El Salto, I still have one spot to fill, and we'll be full. So anybody who wants to book that trip and any of the other trips we offer, give us a call at Cast Tours, 800-593-6510, or check us out on the web at www.casttours.com, and I'll talk to you guys next Saturday.
Excellent, Castman. Appreciate that great report, and we will talk to you next Saturday, and we'll work on Juan to get down to El Tata.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, all right. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. All right, guys, phones are packed. They want to talk to you, so let's go ahead and start with Rich in Camarillo. Good morning, Rich. Thanks for joining us on Let's Talk Hookup and in beautiful Mazatlan, Mexico.
Good morning, Pete and Rick, and buenos dias to Mexico. My question is, if I wanted to go tuna and wahoo fishing, what time of the year is the best time to go to Mazatlan?
We have problems with wahoo. We don't really have wahoo, but Geronimo knows perfect.
Yeah, if you want to do some tuna fishing, November, December will be a very good time. Wahoo, we don't have a structure. Mazatlan is different. We fish outside of Mazatlan. That we have places where the congregations of baits, and that's where the fish is. The local fishermen in here, that they fish every day. They follow the school of fish every day, and they know where they are. But wahoo, we don't have that quantity of wahoo. We catch some wahoo several times, but we don't have a place that we can tell you, you're going to go after wahoo. That's better at Baja. They have a much better wahoo fishermen than here.
And what's the size range that a guy should prepare him for Geronimo? If a guy was coming down here, if he was, obviously I know your fleet is very well equipped, so gear they probably don't need to bring, but if they were going to bring their own tackle, what kind of gear should a guy prepare himself for? And what's the average size of fish that guys will be fishing for in the tuna season?
Tuna, they run to 80 pounds, 60 to 100 pounds. And I recommend the 30s,
30 size tackle.
30 size tackle, that's very good tackle. And if they want to bring down the reels, because right now if they don't, it's difficult that we have good rods. Or if they want a special equipment, that just I have a Penn Internationals in my office. If somebody wants to, we can borrow it and they can use the good equipment.
That's awesome. And they can set all that up. If somebody does want to come down, come fishing with you in the Aries fleet, how do we do that? If somebody's listening right now, I really like what I'm hearing, I really want to come tuna fishing, what's the best way to do it?
Well, they can call us directly to the office, or they can just go to the website of LCID, www.lcid.com, and they will find information about the marina, and they will find information about the sport fishing right there. Packages and everything they need. All the information is in www.lcid.com.
And you'll be blown away how cheap it is, too. It's not cheap. It's so inexpensive. And the other thing I might mention, too, is Mazatlan is closer to the fishing grounds where those big tuna lie that the guys out of Puerto Vallarta fish, right?
Exactly, the same place. Just if you can like to stay all night in the ocean and go back next day, you can do it 5 hours from here, 6 hours. You can be in a very good grounds, and go back next day. That's different kind of fishing. But if you like to do it, we have the equipment to do it.
Very good. Rich, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I was going to say, those fish that are around the Tres Marias, those are the big fish.
Yes, you know what happened? They go from Revillagigedos all the way to Marias, and then they turn and go to Cabo San Lucas. All these fish go around, and sometimes you can see it in front of Mazatlan, or maybe 5-6 hours from here. you get close to the islands in the area where you can fish as legal, and you can find the big schools, different size of fish. Sometimes you can see the big ones that they come separate a bunch of 20 or 30 together, but the nicest schools is 60 to 70 pounders.
Excellent. And Tim, there's fishing that area, there's just a buffer zone similar to areas that we fish in other zones. There's just an area of, and you fish offshore bird schools and things like that you'd catch those big tunas at?
That's exactly right. It's offshore fishing, and same exact methods. You use the kites, you use the, you drift, long drifts, use sinkers. I know there's good night fishing with the jigs. So it's pretty... it's an exciting fishery in that you find the bird schools and you follow them along, and there's just tremendous volume of fish there. I know that I've fished there numerous times myself over the past 20 years, but just, talking to the guys, and it seems like everybody that goes down there is just amazed by the quantity of fish that's available. Not that they bite all the time, but they don't, we know that. Seen that plenty. But the opportunity for those big ones, you can't argue with consistency. It's not a coincidence.
Right now, we're getting very success with the poppers in here. We're using the poppers to the school. When we find the school and they don't want the sea plugs or we don't want the feathers, we just put the poppers and they're pretty successful.
The most exciting topwater tuna fishing there is.
Very nice. I love it.
And with a spectral line now, you can actually stand it. You don't necessarily have to use a 10-foot rod and just get killed. You can use a rod that's matched for that size fish and you still use the popper, get the excitement from the topwater, and stand a good chance of landing it if you do manage to tie into one of those 150-pounders. I think I saw a picture of you, Juan. Didn't you get a big giant one on topwater?
No. I get that one in a squid. The 350-pounder, big, beautiful tuna, 4 hours, destroyed my back.
4 hours.
Destroys everything.
It's never been the same since.
And after I've been with you in Guadalupe, and also we have a blast there, during those 7 days trip.
Right.
I must stay 2 years in recovering my back every day. You remember?
I do.
Indeed. Yeah, it's an amazing spot down here, Pete.
Yeah, it is. Hey, let's jump back in the phones. Paul and Bellflower, you're next up on Let's Talk Hookup, talking to the guys down at El Cid in Mazatlan. Good morning.
Buenos dias, down there in Mexico. How's everybody doing? Okay, my question is, how about, I hear all this about tuna and marlin and swordfish. How about halibut and sheep's head? Is there any of that down there?
I think we have to let Geronimo answer the question, but I think there's something comparable, no doubt. We talked about the inshore fishing and the fishing in the mangroves. It might not be sheephead or halibut, but there's certainly fish here that are comparable, and I think they're even more exciting. Pargo, snappers,
the
robalo
or the snook.
White sea bass, we have white sea bass also.
Oh, nice, and the corvina, right?
Corvina, yes.
Right.
Orange bass corvina.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I caught one 6 months ago, the 25-pounder inside of the marsh area. It's incredible. That big corvina. Nice. Beautiful.
Man.
I won a prize.
That's the thing is, like you say, Paul, it might not be, like Tim was saying, it might not be halibut and it might be sheephead, but that style of fishery exists here for fish that, frankly, are very similar, just pull harder, have bigger teeth, and taste better.
I like to say that, this is the capital of the world on shrimp. That's why we have so much variety of fishing coming to the grounds close to the marsh. They get inside of the marsh because our deep areas inside of the marsh, sometimes in the entrance is 60 feet. The bottom is 60 feet deep. And inside of the marsh, you can get all the way 40 feet the deep areas. And it's incredible how these groupers and everything gets inside of the marsh.
That's why that's where they spawn. Usually, all the life they come from the mangroves, from the estuaries, and all those estuaries that they flush into these waters. That's why there's a lot of snooks, a lot of snappers, a lot of white orange bass corvina. They get close to the mouth. Certain time of the year, on the winter time, we catch them on the outside of the rivers. We cast with long rods. and swim baits, and you get very big snook and white sea bass. So.
And back inside those estuaries, those areas aren't like the big shrimpers and stuff. They can't get in there and work because the water's too shallow in the front.
Too shallow from them.
A lot of that's protected.
A lot of that is protected, so that's why they grow. They grow there, they get big, and they go out to the ocean.
Yeah, and those shrimps go in there, and there's just tremendous forage. That's why all those big fish are in there.
What time's the best time?
All year around, really, you can find mangroves all the time there. But in October, November, December, when the weather is getting better, you have incredible casting time. But you must to check, the tides. The tides must to be 2 days before the quarter moon, and the 2 days after. All that area of opportunity is good for go inside of the casting areas in the marsh. But
so
also,
you want the mild tides
yes.
or the bigger tides?
The currents must to be no very strong. Must to be easy because the fish likes to bait during the when they are moving a little bit the currents, and also you can wait until the tides goes up and wait another 2 hours to fish all the area coming from the end of the marsh going back to the end to the bay. Mm-hmm. It's a kind has a situation. You must have an expert to show you how to fish in this area.
Oh, that's where you guys come in.
Hey, Paul, thanks a lot for the call. We're going to have to take a quick break here, and when we come back, we're going to talk more from Mazatlan. Tim Ekstrom, Juan Acevedo, Geronimo Saravo, Rock Cod Rick, and Ken Franke and the Sport Fishing Association live from Mazatlan, Mexico. You stay tuned. This is Southern California's and Mexico's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
When bad weather and rough seas send other boats back to the docks, Seakeeper allows you to fish longer and fish harder, even in the roughest conditions. Don't believe us? Just listen to what Southern California's own Captain Pete Grosbeck says. He says, we're very impressed with the whole operation of the Seakeeper. We live bait a lot. We go slow, which puts us in the trough. And now basically there is no trough. Seakeeper's newest offering, the Seakeeper 3, is optimized to eliminate up to 95% of boat roll on boats between 30 and 39 feet. Even better, the gyro is so small it can fit inside a customized leaning post, bringing installation down to a mere 2 days. To learn more about how Seakeeper can change your life on the water and to schedule your free demo, go to Seakeeper.com. Take a ride. Be amazed. Seakeeper.
If the fish are biting, I'm on my boat, rain or shine. Of course I wear my life jacket. It's like wearing a seatbelt. Clip it on, grab my tackle box, and hit the water.
Love California, Boat California, Save California. Share the love at BoatCalifornia.com.
Hey, it's happening today. Today is the day for the Newport Boat Show. It is an amazing show, and it's going to be today and tomorrow. 44 years as the premier yacht show in the West. It's in beautiful Newport Beach. More than 200 boats, trawlers, motor yachts, cruisers. A lot of sport fishers, a lot of sport fishing equipment there, sailboats and more. You'll find a wide range of products, including Seakeeper demo days going on today. Go see the guys at Seakeeper. You can take a demo on that. It's happening today and tomorrow. Today, 10 to 7. Tomorrow, 10 to 5. Admission's just $15, and 12 and under are free. And they have free off-site parking and shuttle. It's super popular. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. A perfect day to go to the Newport Boat Show. NewportBeachBoatShow.com for more information and directions. Check it out. Happening today, starting at 10 and all the way to 7, the Newport Boat Show.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels with the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities. Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWarmerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Darren Smith, weekdays at noon on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here in the Mighty 1090 studios. Rock Cod Rick down in Mazatlan at the beautiful Marina El Cid with a great group there. And we have a special guy on the line, part of the SAC family, Lyle Belquist, who is married to Elena, who works in the SAC office and is a very important part of doing a lot of research, is on the line. Good morning, Lyle.
Hey, Rick. Pete. How you doing?
Doing great. You
have Lyle and Elena here.
Lyle, we got the team. All right. Good morning.
Hi, Pete.
Good morning.
We just had a question for Tim.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bring it on.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking a great way to promote local fishing down in Mazatlan might be sending one of our long-range boats down there and running a couple trips on that. Have you guys talked about that at all?
Tim, I'm answering this. There's a rumor that last night in the dark there was a guy that looked kind of like Tim, tape measure in the dock.
Exactly. Surveying the channel. No, it's actually something that I've thought about for before this year, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to join the delegation here because I've not only surveyed the port here at El Cid, the marina, but we also had an opportunity to look at the main port as well as do a full tour in the town in there. So, yes, it's I could say that at the very least it's in the works.
Awesome.
I like that.
That is so. Tim, I want to go.
So do I.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Well, everything's so close. I mean, having a boat of that caliber here to go out off the Tres Marias would be amazing. So. And
picture perfect as far as the opportunity. I've talked to both Geronimo down here as well as some of the other people here at El Cid. It reminds me of when we had the boat down in Panama. The setup is really similar. It would be so convenient for everyone. So anyway, stay tuned. More to come.
Yeah, there you go.
The one thing the El Cid, seriously to the listeners, the costs here are so much less than a lot of the resort areas. It's pretty astounding. So you can go out and have a very nice dinner with your family and such, and at half the cost you might be at some of these other resorts elsewhere. So.
And the thing that is so cool is everything. It's everything for the family. Whether that's something that you want to, if your wife and kids like to fish, great. And if they want to hang out and enjoy the pool and enjoy this, beautiful community and all the great shops and everything that here's, and the boys want to go out fishing, whatever it is, it's everything for every person here.
Pretty much. I mean, enjoy the city. It's something that I know we talked about it a little bit, but down there along the Malecon, which is the walkway that borders the waterfront between the town or the city and the ocean. What is it? It has to be 3 or 4 miles long.
Yeah.
And every step of the way, there's something to look at. There's something to do. It's just fascinating. We were between the beautiful sculptures and there's all kinds of there's people down there performing. There's just again,
shops and restaurants.
It was happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
The number of restaurants and the number of people out and about in the town just having fun and again, it's a very welcoming atmosphere. I think that.
Well, we having a little issues with the lines there again down in Mexico. But Lyle and Elena, are you behaving yourself, Elena, while the guys are down and in Mazatlan?
Yeah, someone has to take care of the office.
Well, great to have you guys. And Lyle, I like that you threw that out there for them to do that on the Royal Star. Royal Star would be the perfect boat to do that. And I think Juan Acevedo, Rock Cod Rick, and Pete Gray and Ken Franke should be the first passengers on that trip. How do you like that idea? Maybe Lyle.
I'm in.
Lyle and Elena, maybe too.
I
you want to
agree.
go, Lyle?
I'm in. You can sign me up.
You forgot Kenya and I, too.
Oh, yeah, Kenya, too. Oh, yeah, you got to bring
And Raul, that's right.
And what about Geronimo?
Everyone.
Of course.
Yeah,
and Juan, and Fausto, everybody.
Yeah.
Don't forget me, guys.
It's going to be a family trip.
Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Appreciate that very much. Nice to hear from you guys. And when we come back, we're going to get more from Mazatlan, Mexico, with the Sport Fishing Association of California, and, of course, your phone calls and your chance to win that trip to El Tata, Mexico. 2 days of fishing, 3 nights, lodging, and meals. Oh, man, that sounds like a great trip. One lucky caller is going to win that, along with a trip to the on the Liberty out of Fisherman's Landing, too. Lines are full, but keep on trying. When we come back, more Let's Talk Hookup, live from Mazatlan with the Sport Fishing Association of California on the Mighty 1090.
Hey everybody, this is Captain Dwayne Diego, 4-pack charter captain, here to talk to you about Parker Boats and the good folks at West Coast Marine. When it came time to start Pinnacle Sport Fishing and get my own boat, there was only one choice. I wanted a Parker, and there's a real good reason for it. The fishability and seaworthiness. I've been fishing on Parkers for years now, and I know the abuse they can take. Parker Marine builds a heavy-duty, industrial-strength boat, probably overbuilt, but that's what I need when we're out 12 hours a day, over 300 days a year, running charters. The guys at West Coast Marine built me one heck of a fishing boat. From the custom tower with steering and throttle controls to the backup bait pump system, my Parker 2520 XLD will deliver me to the fishing grounds reliably and safe. Take it from me. If you're ready for a new Parker at a fair, upfront, honest deal, you need to see Kevin Kelly at West Coast Marine, located at 1555 Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check them out and their inventory and information online at westcoastmarine.com.
Pete here. I was fortunate enough to use the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 touchscreen chart plotter and sonar unit on my boat this summer and fall. And let me say, it's truly incredible. With an easy-to-use tablet-style interface that's fresh but familiar, the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 combines a multi-touch screen with push-to-select rotary dial for precision control and speedy response. As for marking schools of tuna, yellowtail, and more, it's the best. You run over a school, and there they are in full color and high definition. The new NSS Evo 2 built-in sonar technology, including chirp and structure scan, can't be beat. I recently added the Simrad AP24 autopilot to my system. I've had other autopilots before, but I can tell you this one is simple, sensitive, and accurate. It integrates with my Simrad NSS Evo 2. I set a waypoint, touch the screen, and the boat steers to that spot. There's a lot more to the new Simrad NSS Evo 2 system and AP24 autopilot I'd like to tell you, but best just go to your local Simrad dealer or see simrad-yachting.com for more details.
Alaska is one of the ultimate fishing destinations in the world. This is Rock Cod Rick, and every year the one trip I look forward to is Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. My dad and I have been going for over 15 years, and I just can't wait to go again. No one does it better than Kingfisher Charters. They offer the best service, the most comfortable accommodations, fantastic food, the finest fishing charter captains in all of Sitka, and the ultimate value. Sure, I've been to others, but time and time again, nobody beats Kingfisher Charters. You can catch huge halibut like the ones we do almost every year, and salmon, well, Sitka is famous for some of the best runs in Alaska. We also get plenty of rockfish and huge lingcod. And when it comes to fish processing, the best in Alaska is Kingfisher Charters. And listen to this, it's all included in your package. In fact, everything is included except the tips. It's truly amazing how the Kingfisher crew continues the quality of service they deliver year after year. Come and join me on the Let's Talk Hookup trip in June, or just go when you can. Kingfisher Charters, 800-727-6136, or check kingfishercharters.com.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Scott and BR, weekday afternoons at 3 on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
For decades, the Kona Kai has been considered San Diego's premier marina, resort, and spa. Now, with millions of dollars in upgrades, the Kona Kai Resort is a destination for travelers worldwide who can live it every day. The docks and services are the finest quality in San Diego, and the Kona Kai is the closest marina to the open ocean. As a marina tenant, you enjoy many benefits, including secured free parking, a deluxe health club, swimming pool, and more. Enjoy discounts at their restaurant, bar, and hotel. If you don't have a boat, there are memberships available at a very affordable price. The Kona Kai Club has been offering members a home away from home since 1953. Members can spend their days on Kona Kai's private beach, meet new people in the club's modern lounge, share a meal with family at Vessel Restaurant and Bar, or pamper themselves in Spa Terra. Check out resortkonakai.com FishDope.com on the web for more information, to reserve a slip, or inquire about joining the club. The Kona Resort, like being on vacation every day in your own backyard. You've heard all about it. You know the anglers catching fish have it, so what's holding you back? It's a fact. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish-finding service with a spotter plane along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. You can get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Martin Island, 365 days a year. FishDope.com is for everyone, whether you have your own boat, fish on your friend's boat, or a sport boat. FishDope.com has online planning tools, moon phase, tides, hot bite icons, and more. So bottom line is, if you don't have FishDope.com, well, you're probably missing a lot of bites. Membership costs less than $50 of gas, and that's for the entire year. That's right, 1 year. What a bargain. Plus, use the special code to save $20 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
Spring fishing is finally here. Will it be another banner season? Will it even be better than last year? Will it cool off? Who knows? Fishing is one thing that's impossible to predict. But when it comes to trucks, it's easy to predict who's going to be number one. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for the last 40 years in a row. Today's Ford trucks combine legendary toughness and state-of-the-art technology, giving you the best of both worlds. That's called being California smart. Ford has put it all together with the F-150 STX package. These trucks are nicely equipped with an EcoBoost engine, hands-free system controls, a reverse-sensing camera, 20-inch wheels, and a lot more. All at a price you're going to love. Now, I can't always predict what the fish are going to do, but I can predict that Ford is going to be on the top once again with trucks like the 2017 F-150 STX package. It's California smart. Stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.